وَوَهَبْنَا لَهُ إِسْحَاقَ وَيَعْقُوبَ كُلًّا هَدَيْنَا وَنُوحًا هَدَيْنَا مِن قَبْلُ وَمِن ذُرِّيَّتِهِ دَاوُودَ وَسُلَيْمَانَ وَأَيُّوبَ وَيُوسُفَ وَمُوسَى وَهَارُونَ وَكَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Welcome back, dear brothers and sisters, after a short break. Alhamdulillah, we are back on our path. So in our previous lesson we had done numbers, how we use to masculine objects we use feminine numbers to describe, and how we use for feminine objects we use masculine numbers. That's a little bit unique way of describing in Arabic, so we just need to practice and get used to it. Inshallah, today's topic, as you see, we've kept as mamnu' min as-sarf, which means diptotes. So we're going to learn and revise about diptotes today, inshallah. So before we go, what we're going to do is we're going to just do a simple verb practice today. We are going to do a different kind of verb, and which is most common verb what you find in Quran when you open it, and it's called qala. Qala, it is a 3-letter verb, but if you see here it says alif, it's a mad, so it's a different type of verb. So we will be conjugating this, but not to the complete extent. So qala means he said. Huwa qala. So this normal conjugation, what we do? Huma qala. So alif musanna we add here, the dual. So they both male said. Hum qalu. Qalu, wow represents hum, and alif is it's a spelling rule. So all of them said. Hiya qalat means she said. Hiya qalat. Huma qalata. They both female said. So from hunna, as we know, hunna acts in a very different way. The things will change. Inshallah, we're going to learn in book 2, which is very, very soon. We're just one chapter away from book 2, inshallah. So we'll just practice qala, huwa qala, huma qala, hum qalu, hiya qalat, she said, huma qalata. We're going to learn about colors as well today in our lesson today. So just give you a brief introduction to colors. So red is called ahmaru. Ahmar. So when you're talking, you just say ahmar, but the actual word will be ahmaru with a dhamma, single dhamma. Blue is called azraqu. Azraqu. Green is called akhdaru. Akhdaru. And yellow is called asfaru. Asfaru. And white is called abyadu. Abyadu. White is called abyadu. And black is called aswadu. What's called? Aswadu. So we got ahmaru, azraqu, akhdaru, asfaru, abyadu, and aswadu. These are the colors. Just remember before we go to our main lesson. So coming to the nouns. So we know most of the nouns in the natural state they've got tanween, and it is double tanween. It's dhamma. So but when it comes to mansoob and majroor, we know that it can become tanween fatha and tanween kasra. However, when the nouns, they can have a single dhamma when under certain conditions. When we have al attached to it, then kitabun will become al kitabu. But naturally it will be having double dhamma, but because of al, that one dhamma is lost and it becomes al kitabu. We also know that when it becomes mudaf, what happens? Kitabun will become kitabu. So mudaf cannot take tanween, or it cannot take al. And we also learn when there is a harf nida ya, and the noun after which will always have a single dhamma. So ustazun will become ya ustazu. So these are the ways where a noun with double tanween turns into takes a single dhamma. There are, however, nouns which can never have tanween. In the natural state, they have only one dhamma. These are called diptotes, or in Arabic what we call al-mamnu' min as-sarf. So these are mamnu' min as-sarf, the nouns which take only single vowel sign, and also these are the nouns which don't take a kasra in the majroor form. That's another speciality of this. In the majroor form, like Muhammadun, Muhammadan, Muhammadin, here in the mamnu' min as-sarf, like Ahmadu, Ahmada, Ahmada, so they take only fatha in the majroor form. So we're going to learn it about in the next lessons. In this lesson, inshallah, we'll be doing about the marfu forms. So what are these mamnu' min as-sarf? In this book we have learnt about 8 patterns of mamnu' min as-sarf. So we're just going to summarize everything so we get a good practice of this. So first what we learned was that the feminine proper nouns, they end with single dhamma, whether it is with ta marbuta or without ta marbuta. If it is a feminine name, it will have a single dhamma, like Aminatu or Zainabu. Then we know that certain masculine nouns, they have ta marbuta and they will have a single dhamma, like Hamzatu, Talhatu, Usamatu. So these are the masculine nouns with having ta marbuta. We know that ta marbuta is a sign of femininity, but these are the exceptions. And also any masculine proper noun ending with alif and noon, an, like Usman, Ramadan. So these pattern nouns, they are also have a single dhamma. We don't say Usmanun, we say Usmanu. And also there are certain patterns where we have done that any adjectives like Jaw'anu, Kathlanu, there are pattern of Fa'alanu, Ghadabanu, Rahmanu. These are all having single dhamma. They are all diptotes or mamnu' min as-sarf. These are the adjective patterns of Fa'alanu. And the next thing what we learned was that certain proper nouns with the pattern of Af'alu, like Ahmadu, Anwaru, Amjadu. So these are the nouns which are having a single dhamma. They are in a pattern like Af'alu. So if you see a noun with this pattern, we know that it is a mamnu' min as-sarf. And the patterns of colors, because the colors normally describe an object, so they comes as adjectives, and they are, if they are on a pattern of Af'alu, then it is diptote, like Aswadu, Ahmaru is red, Aswadu is black, like Azraqu, Akhdaru, Asfaru. All these are mamnu' min as-sarf. And we also know that non-Arabic proper names, they are also diptote, like Williamu, Londonu, Pakistan. These are all non-Arabic names. And all the names of the prophets, they are all non-Arabic names. So they are all diptotes. And finally what we did was, we did learn about plurals, and we learned quite a few patterns which follow the pattern of mamnu' min as-sarf. Few of those are af'ila'u, like asdiqa'u, aghniya'u. So single dhamma is a sign of diptote in a natural state. And you know, fu'ala'u, so say single dhamma. And what are the patterns there? Fuqara'u, zumala'u, wuzara'u. These are all mamnu' min as-sarf. And there are 2 more patterns which are very most commonly used. These are called mafa'ilu and mafa'ilu. See, mafa'ilu and mafa'ilu. So these are the 2 patterns which are mamnu' min as-sarf. So masajidu, fanadiqu is mafa'ilu pattern, and manadilu, mafatihu is the pattern of mafa'ilu. These are also mamnu' min as-sarf. These are the certain categories of mamnu' min as-sarf where the nouns in their majroor forms, they don't take kasra, and in the natural state they've got only one dhamma. So this is the main thing to remember. So let's going to our main lesson number 22 from Madina book 1. So it's a kind of an essay, just we're going to analyze, and inshallah we can understand all the words and letters in this lesson, inshallah. So if we say Hamidun Tabibun, so lesson number 1, so Hamid is a doctor. So khabar, mubtada and khabar. Hamid is mubtada, Tabibun is khabar, one word, indefinite. Zawjatuhu, what is this combination? Zawjatuhu. Zawj means husband, a male. We can see ta here, that means it's a feminine, it's a wife. Zawjatu, who is damir muttasil attached, so his wife, mudaf ilahi combination. Zawjatuhu, his wife. Mudarrisatun, so why tun? Because it is describing muzawjatu. So mudarrisatun, his wife is a teacher. Ismuha, her name. Ha is again Damir Muttasil describing Zawjatu. That's why we have ha. Aminatu. See, Aminatu is diptote. Ismuha Aminatu. Hamidun, again Mubtada. So here, if you put a line, so make it separate. So we got another sentence here. Lahu. What is lahu? Is harf jar and ism majrur. Jar majrur shibu jumla khabar muqaddam. So where is the mubtada is arba'atu. So we know number 3 to 10 is a pattern of mudaf ilahi. So we have arba'atu, then there should be a mudaf ilahi. What is mudaf ilahi? Abna'in. So arba'atu abna'in. He has 4 children. So this sentence is coming as a khabar for Hamidun. So this is a jumlatul ismiya, is coming as a khabar for Hamid. Hamid has 4 children. They are whom? They are Hamzatu. See, it's not Hamzatun. The khabar, one word has to be indefinite, but in the indefinite form. So Hamzatu wa Uthmanu wa Ahmadu wa Ibrahimu. Ahmadu wa Hamzatu Talibani. See, Talibani. So alif is a sign of marfu because it's a dual. You know, ani and aini and aini. Ani is marfu form of dual. So we're describing 2 nouns here. Ahmadu wa Hamzatu Talibani. Those 2 are students. Ahmadu Talibun Mujtahidun. See, Ahmadun Talibun Mujtahidun. What is Mujtahidun? So if it's the same case endings, similar in all the forms, so it is a naat. So we describe as Ahmad is a hard-working student. Wa Hamzatu Talibun Kaslanu. See, it's not Kaslanun, it is Kaslanu. So this is coming as a naat. So here we should not get confused. Normally they have the same pattern, but now we know because it is mamnu' min as-sarf, doesn't take tanween, but it still is coming as a naat for a indefinite noun. So wa Hamzatu Talibun Kaslanu. See, Kaslanu. Qala Yusufu. See, Qala is a verb, is a fa'al. So we are looking for a fa'il. So it is, you have to look a noun with a damma. So can you see a marfu here? Damma. So yes, it is marfu Yusufu. So how do we translate? We say Yusuf said. Qala Yusufu is Yusuf said. Indi khamsatu aqlamin. Indi khamsatu aqlamin. So we know 3 to 10 mudaf ilayhi, and mudaf, the noun which is being counted is in a plural form. So indi is zarf mudaf ilayhi. I have khamsatu 5 pens. So and he's telling hada, this is qalamun. Hada qalamun is a mubtada khabar. So what is ahmaru? It is naat. So what is ahmar? It is red. So this is a red pen. Wahada qalamun azraqu. This is a blue pen. Wahada qalamun akhdaru. Say qalamun akhdaru. So double damma and single damma. So that's a combination. But this is a naat describing qalam. So we always translate naat first and then the man'ud. So this is a green pen. And wahada qalamun aswadu. This is a black pen. Wahada qalamun asfaru. This is a yellow pen. Qalat. See here. Qalat ta'utanisi. Again, this is a fa'il. So we have to look for the fa'il. So look for the word with the damma, with the marfu, and we see here Zainabu. It's not Zainaba, it's Zainabu. So this is how we say this is a fa'il. So we say Zainabu said. Zainabu said what she said. Indi, I have zarf mudaf ilayhi. Manadilu. See, you have to look for the patterns. Manadilu. What the pattern here is? Mafa'ilu kathiratun. See, now we have to put our kullu jama muannas knowledge here. So manadilu is a ghayr aqil, jam'u ghayr aqil. So when we describe, we use, consider this as a bint. So we say kathiratun. We have lots of handkerchiefs. Hada, this is. See, now we have hada because we are telling about one mindilun. Mindilun is masculine, but when it becomes jam'u, it becomes like a feminine. So we are describing one handkerchief. We say hada abiyadu. This is white. وهذا أصفر, and this is yellow. وهذا أحمر, أحمر is red, this is red. وهذا أزرق, أزرق is blue. وهذا أخضر, أخضر is green. So, and again قالت لها فاطمة. So now we have to look for the file. So قالت, so we're seeing Tau Tanisi, we're looking for the file. So laha is jar majrur, so la is harf jar and ha is ism, so that is not file. Fatimatu, see damma, so now we know how do we translate. Fatimatu said to her, is harf jar li is to her, to whom? To Zainabu. Qalat laha Fatimatu indaki, a is harf istifham, inda is zarf, and ki is mudaf ilayhi. So we know it is ki because it is talking about a feminine. So she's asking, do you have a indaki mindilun aswadu? See, mindilun aswadu, a black handkerchief. Qalat, she said, la, no, ma indi. See, we use ma as a harf nafi, as a negation. We say no, no, I don't have. So ma indi. So if she had to say in, I have, she just say indi. Naam indi. But if you say no, then you have to say first say no and then you have to negate. La ma indi mindilun aswadu. No, I don't have black handkerchief. Then qala talhatu. See, again fa'il fa'il. So we know it's damma. So talha said, indi, I have mafatihu. Again, look for the pattern. It's jam'u ghayr aqil, and the pattern of mafa'ilu. Indi mafatihu kathiratun. So again, the naat is describing like a female. Kullu jama' muannath kathiratun. So then when you have talk about single, then we use a masculine demonstrative pronoun. So hada miftahul ghurfati. See, this is a key of room. Is a mudaf ilayhi. Wa hada miftahul haqibati. This is the key of garden. Wa hada miftahus sayyarati. So we know even if there is no vowel sign, we know it is a mudaf ilayhi, will always have a kasra. So wa hada miftahus sayyarati. So this is the key of car. So this is how we describe. So this was the lesson. One more final sentence, sorry. So qala Sufyanu. See, Sufyan. So we heard in hadith in a lot of sahabi, and Sufyan. So we know it is a diptote now. Qala Sufyanu fi baladina, in our country, in our country. Masajidu wa madarisu. Again, look for the pattern. Masajidu. This is a pattern of mafa'ilu. So previously we did manadilu, it's like mafa'ilu. Here we have masajidu, it's mafa'ilu. Wa madarisu, wa madarisu. Kathiratun. So again, kathiratun is describing both masajidu and madarisu because it is connected with waw ataf, and madarisu is called mawtufun ala masajidu, and this kathiratun is telling about both. There are lots of masjid and schools. Wa and fanadiqu qalilatun, and hotels. Fundukun means hotel, fanadiqu means hotels, and few hotels. Qalilatun. Why qalilatun again? Kullu jama' muannas, jamu ghayru aqil. So we describe it as a feminine single noun. And now he is asking, aha ulai atibba'u, are these doctors? Atibba'u, remember, atibba'u is actually af'ila'u atbiba'u. So because the ba is repeating, we say join the ba. This is atibba'u, doctors. Say la hum mudarrisuna. See, this is jama mudhakkar salim. Wow is a sign of plural. Okay, no, they are teachers, mudarrisuna. And hum ulama'u. See, ulama'u. Fuqara'u, remember the pattern, ulama'u. So that is the diptote. They are kibarun. Yeah, ulama'u kibarun. It's like big scholars, big professors, you can say. So that is the lesson on diptote, inshallah. So in our next lesson, which will be our final lesson on book 1, we'll be doing the mansub and majroor forms of diptote. So now, and we can understand, inshallah. So just practice this, and remember, a noun with a single dhamma is most of the time diptote, and we have to look for the patterns and look for the signs. So assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.